Nuno, good to see you. I wanted to start by asking about this week that you've mentioned. You knew it would be long, you knew it would be a hard week. What has occupied most of your time?
Training, preparing the team. Like you said, it was a long week, tough week, but at the same time, a week that I believe that allowed us to improve what we consider the priority, individual improvement of the player. We've been able to work hard and well.
It is quite the challenge, and you've spoken about the task ahead, but confidence, of course, with the team is pretty low, so I imagine that's an area that you've also wanted to focus on, the mentality within the squad, the togetherness, the leadership. Does it feel quite overwhelming for you at the moment, how many things that you're trying to address? So have you had to strip it right back?
Not necessarily. This week, for example, didn't change many of the routines that we consider that since we arrived the way we should approach. Nothing has really changed, but just the awareness that this is urgent. There's some urgency on our process. We must improve drastically and faster.
In comparison to the other Premier League jobs that you've had, the size of the challenge, how does it compare? Have you got more to fix here than you did in those other roles?
Different challenges, but West Ham is a big challenge, big challenge that we must take a look and try to understand how we should do things, because it's a huge club, big club, that is in a situation that even this early in the season gets us worried, because we start having the perception of what might happen, and that can freeze up a little bit. So that's why I say it's a big challenge in a big club, that is a big task.
You love your routine as well, and you like to have a smaller squad to operate with. And in the last few matches, we've seen quite a lot of changes. You've explained that as wanting to find solutions. Do you feel you found any? Did anything emerge from that? Not experimenting, because we're not calling it experimenting, but those changes that you were looking for?
Not quite. I must be honest with you. Some of them, yes, but we didn't sustain our game during time enough to be able to hold on to it and say, okay, let's go this way. It happened. Everton, for example, was our first game. Then Arsenal didn't go too well. Brentford started really well the game. We didn't sustain. Second half was poor. Then we go Leeds. We had a game plan 3 minutes. We can see so many things have happened for us to judge properly the players and the solutions. But like I said, I would prefer that since the first day that I joined West Ham, I immediately click and say, wow, we got it. So let's go. It's not happening this way. It didn't happen this way. We have to understand that even the feel-good factor has gone a little bit. So all these things mixed, we still have to insist in finding a better solution that allowed us. And you know me for some years now. I would love to have the same starting 11 every game, because that means that it's working out, and having the right subs at the right moment. Now our footballers are playing with the levels of anxiety that doesn't help. So you can install confidence, you can install trust, but these final moments before the game, that the levels of anxiety increase so much, and we see simple things not being done well, there's no other explanation for it. So, it's hard, but this week I really expect improvement at many levels of our team.
I wanted to ask about leadership. It feels like there's an area that needs some work there. I know that Jared Bowen's captain at the moment. He has shouldered a lot in recent games. He's done a lot of press as well. Do you think there might be a leadership issue?
It always has, because West Ham have suffered many changes from recent squads. Many players have come in. Leading, you can be by character, you can be for what you represent to the club, historic. It's hard to lead. You can lead by being vocal, you can lead by being silent. Jared, first and foremost, is a player that is everything in the pitch. All that he does is for the team. So that's an example for us to follow. So I hope the teammates recognize that and follow Jared in his actions to try to replicate the behaviors of Jared.
Do you encourage them to speak more away from West Ham? I think the togetherness of a team when they're interacting, when they're away from training, is that something that you're also monitoring?
Yes. We have introduced a normal routine that is the meal. So we eat all together. We spend time here in the training ground together. I believe that after this, they go home, they don't forget, but what is really important is here, the hours that we spend here together.
And just to round up against Newcastle, home form, no home win since February, and I wonder whether that affects the way that you send out the players on Sunday. Does it mean that you can't be as front-footed as you would like to when confidence at home is also a bit of a struggle? Are you having to be more economic with how the players play?
No.
You're going to be going for it.
No, we have to play the game. We cannot be afraid. These players cannot forget, our players cannot forget that in some moments they were the best of some, the best of their own club, the best for their national. So the quality and the talent is there. So confidence, don't be afraid. Afraid blocks you. We don't want players being freezed by being scared. We can't.
Well, I think I've enjoyed the pep talk. I'm ready to play for you, Nuno. Thank you so much.